Okay, so it's 9 o'clock on Thursday the 24th of September 2020, and I am heading out to Hood Mountain County Park, where they've opened a new trail, and I'm going to go there with Les and Terry, two of my scaly mates, and we're going to hike the new Lawson trail. It's only just been opened and it offers great views of the whole Sonoma Valley and Santa Rosa area, so we're hoping to get some good shots of that. It's out and back, 3 miles out uphill and 3 miles back downhill, so we're going to get some good exercise today as opposed to our usual biking. And I just turned onto Highway 12, otherwise known as the Valley of the Moon Highway. Valley of the Moon was one of Jack London's books, and the highway is named after him because this road actually runs right past Jack London State Park in Glen Ellen. So I kept going for about 20 minutes. That's where I would be. But we're actually going to turn off down here to go up Hood Mountain. Anyway, it looks like we've got a good day for it. We've had a lot of smoke in the air lately. It's a little bit better than it was, certainly better than 2 weeks ago, so we want to get out while we can before more fires that are expected during the hot, dry weather coming up cause a lot more smoke in the air, and maybe we have to be evacuated, but we'll see. But we just turned out of my little subdivision called Skyhawk, and we are literally right on the edge of Santa Rosa here. As you can see, I turn left at that junction back there, and I'm going through farmland and wineries and woodland. But if I turn right, I'd be going through shopping malls and housing subdivisions. So you can see we are literally on the edge there. Okay, Hood Mountain is actually on my left right now. It's out of field of view. But that one up ahead that you can see is Sugarloaf Mountain, which is a state park. And you can actually hike seamlessly from Hood Mountain into the Sugarloaf Mountain Park. So between the two of them, there are about, I want to say 30 or 40 miles of hiking trails in there through this kind of country. And I've been in both, and you can go camping in both too, and I've done that, and it's great. So we're really lucky to have all this, as long as it's not burning down. So here we are at the car park. I got Les and Terry behind me, and we're about to get going. I'll spin around and show you the country we're going to hike through here. Bit of a breeze, that's kind of nice. And okay, so we're stopping here for water and trail mix.
We did a sip.
Yeah, and well, we've only come a little over half a mile.
This is the spot we're going to bury less.
Yeah, and it's mostly been through country as you see here. Okay, so we made it to the start of the Lawson Trail. We're going to be about 2 miles along this trail. We'll get to the end, and that's when we'll have these sweeping views of Santa Rosa and parts of the Sonoma Valley. It's a brand new trail, we're looking forward to it, and hopefully we'll make it all the way there and we'll get some good video. Right,
Paul is making that shit up. We've gotten like 30 feet from the parking lot.
Okay. All right.
We're recording as we speak.
Yeah.
Isn't he a lovely lad, him? Hey, going right for the bridge all by himself. He's so brave.
He's amazing.
He's an amazing lad.
The bridge with no water.
I can't see him anymore. I assume you're in the picture. I'll catch up with Paul now.
Don't make me do this much further. I'm going to die.
So we just passed through a lot of the area that was burned in there, and you can see blackened tree stumps, but also a lot of regrowth. And in fact, there's one right there. And this happened 3 years ago during the big fire that threatened our neighborhood, and we were evacuated for a week almost. Okay, so we come about 1.25 miles, and Les and Terry are chickening out. But we're going to have a look at this, the view from up here, which is not quite the summit, but apparently it does give us a good view. So we'll see it when it comes into view around this little bend here. I think we're further away from Gunsight than you think. I think it's at least another ridge over.
Oh, okay.
But and it's higher up too, isn't it?
Yeah,
But yeah, look at that. So that's the road we came up down there. That's Pythian.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, you can't see the Bay Bridge.
And that's the Lawson. Yeah, no, what's is it Ledson? That winery down there.
Lawson.
Yeah, Ledson. That's the Ledson winery there, in the foreground, and that is the quaint little hamlet of Kenwood all around it. And then way off that way, way off in the distance, is that the bay we can see there? San Pablo Bay?
Either the bay or it's fog. I think it might be the bay.
I think it's San Pablo Bay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain it is. That's looking south. So keep going way beyond there and you'll be in San Francisco. If that mountain in the distance wasn't in the way, you might even see it. But from Gunsight Rock you can, or you can see the Bay Bridge anyway. So let's turn back. Now it's just me and Terry, and we're about halfway along the trail. And yeah, it's a great view, looking down the creek line here, all the way into Kenwood.
See those power lines that come down that hill over there?
Yeah,
By Annandale.
that's right. Yeah, yeah. On that distant ridge there, you can see the little gap in the middle that's got all the power lines coming in, and whenever we have high winds and hot weather now, those are a big fire risk, so they shut the power off for everybody. And that's probably going to happen to us this coming weekend. Okay, so we're right next to the ridge here. The fire came right down, and you can tell because all you can see there are rocks and blackened stumps of trees with all the leaves off them. They're just blackened stumps now, but then right down low you see all that new growth, all those hedges there.
Took 3 years.
Yeah, that's right. It's not quite. It's October 17 the fire came through. Yeah, that's kind of sad. So here again you can see the burn marks and the black ash, but also the new growth. And it looks nice. Of course I would have preferred it to be all green, but that's California. Alright, so as you can see, we got 0.4 of a mile to go to the end of the trail. But we've already got this great view of Santa Rosa, and those hills way off in the distance are along the Pacific coast. In fact, you can even see some cloud down there way off in the distance, and I think that's going to be rolling along the coast there. but that all that in there is Santa Rosa. And heading from Santa Rosa along the Valley of the Moon Highway, which heads southeast, you come down into the Sonoma Valley there, through Kenwood and way off towards San Pablo Bay there in the distance, and then San Francisco beyond that. Okay, but we're almost there, so I'm gonna save some battery here in the GoPro to catch the view when we get to the end. All right, later. So here we are, this is it. This is the Lawson picnic area. And as it turns out, I'm the last of the 4 musketeers, because Bud piked out before we even started. Les piked out about halfway, and Terry piked out about 5 minutes ago, not realizing how close we were. But this is old farmland, as you can see, and we're kind of on the slopes of Hood Mountain here. But I think the picnic area back there is officially the end of the trail, but I'm just going to go a little further ahead to see if I can get a better view of Santa Rosa from just around the corner here, and it looks like I can. Just going to go up to the fence line. And that fence, I guess, marks the official end of the trail. So I made it, and I think it took me a little over 2 hours to complete that. It's 3 miles, but it was all uphill, and going back is all downhill. So I'll probably be back at the car park in about an hour, probably not even that. Anyway, here we are. This is it. This is the end of the Lawson Trail, and I do think it was worth it. And there is Santa Rosa and the hills beyond, which marks the Pacific coast. Bodega Bay and Alfred Hitchcock and the birds and Stinson Beach and Clint Eastwood and all that stuff. Nice breeze. Very, very cool up here. Hope you can hear it. Thank you, California. Right, I'm heading back. Later, everyone.